The eldest son of a poor family eventually rises to become the Demon King. Shirono Shiro. Chapter 1. Solo Gathering Makes Good Money. Episode 1. Go Solo in the Dungeon.
Please, help us.
The man Mother brought home looked at us with contempt behind his sunglasses.
Stay away, brat. Poverty is contagious.
The day after Mother died, that man took the few valuables left in the house and left. I need money.
Honey-chan, I'm hungry.
I need money.
Hot water ran out.
I need money. Cough, cough. Ugh. I need money.
Don't push yourself too hard, big bro.
I need money. I don't have the luxury to go to high school, right? I need to help support the family at least a little. 20 years have passed since dungeons were opened to the public. This country, having abandoned war, now stands in an even harsher global position than before. The age of adulthood has been lowered to 15, and society now demands self-reliance without depending on welfare. That is why I need money. Enough to support my family and send them to school. I have 5 siblings, 2 younger brothers, and 3 younger sisters. Our household finances are on the brink. Rent for our rundown house is 60,000 yen per month. We are 3 months behind. Utilities never go below 20,000 yen even if we cut everything. Daily necessities average another 20,000 yen monthly. None of us own a smartphone. Almost everyone is still growing, so food costs are extreme. Clothes and futons are worn out, but we cannot afford replacements. We have no parents, no relatives. I just graduated middle school. A normal job would not let me support 6 people. I will bet my life. Please recognize me as an adventurer. To enter a dungeon, you must pass an aptitude test, an interview, and 1 month of training. Ishiki Itsuki completed all of that and was officially permitted to challenge the dungeon starting in May. That aside, the Ishiki family's mornings start early. I wake at 5 a.m. without an alarm. I walk quietly between my sleeping siblings and head to the kitchen. I check notices from elementary and middle school placed on the table and confirm everyone completed their homework. That takes 30 minutes. We cannot afford rice. I knead discounted wheat into udon, freeze it in portions. Side dishes are seasonal wild plants. In April, we gathered horsetail, bracken, and zenmai. After removing bitterness and freezing them, all that's left is seasoning in a frying pan. By the time 6 portions are ready, everyone wakes up.
Morning, Itsuki ni. Morning. Sleep well? Yeah, I'm good today.
Nina keeps her hair short. Washing long hair wastes water, so since entering middle school, she has kept it short. I know she prefers it long. It makes my chest tighten every time I see it.
You haven't finished ironing, right? Yeah, not yet. I'll do it.
She irons everyone's clothes. Wrinkles and dirt are the first causes of bullying. We never neglect that. 4 chairs only, so Nina and I eat later.
Ironing is on me. You eat.
Thanks. We rotate chores. Mitsuru, second brother, just entered middle school and can prepare himself. The twin sisters Sena and Seika are 3rd graders. The youngest brother, Mutsuki, is in kindergarten. They need help. After sending the school children off, I take Mutsuki to kindergarten once I finish breakfast. Finally, morning tasks are done.
All right. Time to hit the dungeon.
I was the only one to get a license at 15 this time. Other rookie adventurers were kind to me. Some offered party spots and even larger reward shares after hearing about my family. But I chose to go solo. The reason is simple. Money. A rookie 4-person party earns about 200,000 yen in the first month. Split 4 ways, that's 50,000 yen each. That's not enough. Even with risk, I go solo. The dungeon entrance is behind a heavily secured door that only opens when you present your license. After equipping gear from my assigned locker, I approached it. Ishiki Itsuki. Entry permitted. Guided by a mechanical voice, I entered. Standing before the dimensional rift, I stepped in. My vision shifted. The Labyrinth of Beginnings. Upon entry, you are randomly teleported within the labyrinth. The return gate is fixed in the center. Markers make returning manageable. Time to search. I heard hearts sell well today. Crouching low, moving fast corner to corner. Monsters inhabit dungeons. In this labyrinth, Mobman, 140 centimeters demi-human, floating spirit wisp, corpse eater sack. Mobman is the primary target. Weakest species here, one-on-one, easy. But they rarely wander alone, usually patrol in groups of 3 or more. Well, no choice. Mobman hearts sell for 400 yen each. Kill 20 per day, and that's better than part-time work. After 20 minutes, I spot 4 walking away. Found 1,600 yen. Exhale. Knife drawn, closing in silently. Meanwhile, at the dungeon entrance,
What? Ishiki-kun went in alone?
the female receptionist screamed sharply. The middle-aged male training instructor rubbed his beard and covered his ear. He's only 15. You can't let a child do that. Calm down. We need to dispatch rescue immediately. He'll be fine. The instructor grinned. Can you kill a monster? That is the necessary ability of an adventurer. No hesitation, no fear. I take position behind the leftmost mobman, cover its mouth, stab through the clavicle gap. Guji! Scream. 3 turn hostile. I throw the dying one at them. Kick one. The other grabs me. Target is you. Smash its head into the wall. Concussion. Crush its neck underfoot. Taking life to live is nothing new. I've killed insects and fish to eat since childhood. Now only one real threat remains. Time to test something. Magic. Fireball. A small fireball appears. It just floats there.
How do I move this?
Pause.
Opening.
So I killed it the normal way. I feel a little bad. Episode 2. The Receptionist's Consideration. After killing and dismantling 20 mobmen, I exited the dungeon. Most facilities necessary for adventurers are located in the same building as the gate. The exchange counter is there as well. The person who handles it is called the reception lady. Most of the women working in this facility are referred to that way. I brought 20 hearts.
Ishiki-kun, right? I'm so glad you're safe. But that appearance is awful.
Sorry, I'm still covered in blood.
The dirt is fine. More importantly, are you injured?
No, it's mostly splashback blood.
Good. Well handled arrest here, so please go wash up first.
Thank you. She was right. I couldn't go home like this. Adventurers can use the bath facilities anytime. Body soap, shampoo, and conditioner are provided. I'm back.
The exchange is complete. The hearts were in good condition, so we added a 10% bonus. Total is 8,800 yen.
Payment is transferred to the registered bank account. You get bonuses for condition?
Yes. Dungeon materials are used for research samples. The better the condition, the higher the value.
He'll keep that in mind.
For your first time, the dismantling was very clean. Did you have experience?
I've dismantled wild boar before.
I see.
During long vacations, I helped a farmer and learned by chance.
Anyway, good work. Are you not forming a party?
No, I can't afford to split the rewards.
I see.
That made me sound greedy, but it doesn't matter.
Dungeons are dangerous. You could lose your life.
It's fine. Money matters more.
She fell silent.
Cooperation is recommended, not required, so I choose profit. I bowed and left. After Ishiki Itsuki left, the receptionist, Shiraishi Haruka, struggled internally.
I wonder if hell'll be okay.
She has a younger brother 3 years below her, the same age as Itsuki.
He doesn't look like Hez chasing a dream. Money, huh?
Did Ishiki return?
Yes, he did.
Results?
20 mobman hearts. With bonus.
Told you. Hez fine. Only then did Haruka realize how abnormal that was. A rookie killing 20 monsters solo on day 1.
What is he?
If you're curious, go see for yourself.
Me?
The next day, as I prepared to enter again, I noticed a strange gaze. Good morning, young man. I am masked free laborer who enjoys teaching beginners. Shall we adventure together?
You're the receptionist, right?
Impossible. I am Service Squadron Free Laborer Black. In this era, that's the worst title. Maybe Volunteer Mask is better. That might be wise. I am Volunteer Mask. Call me Vola. Right. All rewards will be yours. That's suspicious. Believe Vola? Vola does not lie. Scary. I can take you beyond the Labyrinth of Beginnings. That was tempting. Really? Yes. I decided to trust her. This kid has almost no presence. Inside the dungeon, Haruka noticed it immediately. Even enhancing her senses with magic, his mana signature was faint. He's unconsciously suppressing surrounding mana.
How do you
fight.
I sneak up, kill the first one before it notices, then adapt.
If he can erase his presence like this, he should be able to use magic. Can you use magic?
My magic doesn't move.
Show me.
Fireball. A fireball appeared and stayed still.
Haruka thrust her hand into it.
What are you doing? It isn't real fire, just light shaped like it.
What? Good. I have something to teach you. She spotted 2 mobmen. Dungeons are filled with mana. Monsters sense it. If you manipulate it, you can lure them.
2 mobmen rushed in.
Watch. This is my magic. Shinei-sen.
A flash of purple lightning pierced both monsters. Episode 3. The conditions for solo activity. Purple lightning pierced the mobman in an instant. Black smoke rose, and 2 monsters lay motionless in the corridor. The masked young woman let out a soft breath and smiled at me.
Like that.
So cool. She lightly tapped the ground with her staff and grinned. The mask only covered the upper half of her face, so I could still see her expression clearly. She looked a little proud. I found it kind of cute. I will explain while we walk. Oh, want to take the hearts? Thank you. I will grab them now. I quickly sliced open the abdomen and stored the 350 yen organ in a pouch-like pack. I put it in my bag and started walking. You are efficient. You already look like a veteran. They are similar to humans.
No. I just listened to my own heartbeat and used that as reference.
All right, of course. I knew that. Totally knew. It is fine, Vola.
You are so surprised that volunteer mask is slipping out.
Maybe that is her real personality. Does she normally force herself to speak politely?
Vola, it is time to explain magic, Vola.
It would help if you could explain normally.
You are right.
For a brief moment, her voice returned to that of the receptionist as she laughed lightly. When I did not react, she resumed as if nothing had happened. She raised a finger on the hand, not holding the staff.
The most important thing for using magic is to concretely imagine what you are doing. A vague visual image is not enough.
I see. That is why my fire was not hot.
Exactly. You need to issue commands that act on the fundamental principles. Otherwise, magic will not function.
She created a flame in her palm.
For fire magic, you must use magic to generate organic matter, raise the temperature above the ignition point, and supply oxygen.
That sounds like science class.
Yes, magic requires a lot of thinking, though you can brute force some parts, like organic matter, if you want. As you practice, you will find what you are good at.
Understood.
At least compared to yesterday, my understanding had improved significantly. I would experiment later.
All right, we are about to enter the next area.
Light streamed in from the direction she pointed. We left the dim labyrinth and stepped into land bathed in brilliant sunlight. Before us spread a forest of enormous trees tall enough to make your neck ache.
The Forest of Tomoni, the first major hurdle for beginners.
That sounds ominous.
It is actually quite dangerous. Be careful. It is on a completely different level from before.
That was obvious just from looking at it. Even forests on Earth are full of deadly dangers. This is inside a dungeon. Of course it is dangerous. The air felt tense. Perhaps this intangible pressure brushing against my instincts was what people call mana. We stepped into the trees. The forest was filled with the rustling of life. Among the sounds, one approached us clearly. The masked woman raised her gaze. From between the trees appeared a giant monkey. Its entire body was covered in pure white fur, with a red face. Its long developed limbs supported it as it bared its teeth at us.
Angry monkey. If you cannot defeat that monster alone, you need to form a party.
I understood her reasoning. In the Labyrinth of Beginnings, that creature likely occupied the same position as a mobman. Given that it crossed the trees to attack us, avoiding it in this forest would be impossible. If I could not win, I would not survive here.
Understood.
I drew my knife and stepped in front of her. Angry monkey. That name is long. I will call it Anmon. There is one Anmon. It repeated short threats as it landed with its long limbs, slightly leaning forward. Not fully bipedal. It seemed to balance with its arms.
Gah!
It is coming. I braced. The next instant, I saw the sky.
Huh?
A heavy impact slammed into my back. I was thrown. Only after flying did I recognize the intense pain in my chest.
Gah! Gah!
What happened? No, understand the situation. It is fast, incredibly fast. I was blown away before I could track it with my eyes. I stood. No broken bones. Why? With that impact, my ribs should be shattered. Maybe, is this magic too? Since entering the dungeon, my body had felt unusually responsive. Perhaps it was unconsciously using mana. If so, then consciously using it?
Ka!
Anmon stepped in. An impact struck the arm I raised to guard my head. I was thrown again, but not as far as before. It is coming for a follow-up.
Ka!
I saw it leap with teeth bared. I rolled left. My arm was gouged. Blood sprayed. Its claws were sharp. Am I going to die? Anmon bit down. My right arm bones creaked under pressure. Blood flowed from my body. The pain was enough to make me scream. I could not pry it off. I will stake my life. I had already resolved myself. 0 distance. The target is not moving. Now my magic can hit. If I fail, I die. That is all.
Condense.
I felt the mana in the air move according to my will. So this is
Blast.
a rupturing sound like eardrums tearing exploded inside Anmon's throat. The monkey clutched its throat and writhed. I simply caused the air to explode. The spell was simple, but the force was immense.
So this is magic. Turns out I can do it. Haha. This is fun.
Molecular interference, dissociation, conductor generation, crackle, Shiden Issen.
What is with that kid?
Seeing purple lightning pierce the monster, Haruka was shaken. That magic was unquestionably hers. Though inferior in range, precision, and power, the core principles were perfectly grasped. Not only that, after taking the first hit, Itsuki had consciously shifted to mana-based body reinforcement. That is something experienced adventurers do. Of course, it was inconsistent and far from polished, but he believed he could do it and executed it. That was abnormal.
Ishiki-kun.
Haruka ran toward him. This boy will surely become an incredible adventurer. He does not need someone to protect him. He has both talent and mental strength. From tomorrow onward, I will firmly send him off with confidence.
You will be fine from here on. Wait. You are electrocuted.
Itsuki had collapsed unconscious. Haruka hurriedly began chest compressions.
Of course, if you fire lightning at that distance, you electrocute yourself too.
Episode 4, Brother Complex and Sister Complex. After escaping the dungeon, I had my injuries treated in the infirmary. The arm that had been badly bitten looked awful, but apparently no bones were broken.
Seriously? After being bitten like that? Did you get an x-ray?
They snapped one. My bones looked perfectly clean. Adventurers receive free treatment for injuries sustained in dungeons. Otherwise, there is no way I would be getting x-rays.
So you really did it. Localized physical enhancement through magic.
Seems like it. At the time, I was too desperate to understand, but according to her, it was quite advanced.
This is not the growth rate of someone whose fireball would not even move forward.
As she buried her head in her arms at the table, a hall staff member approached. This was a cafeteria exclusively for adventurers. If you show your license, you get a discount. Otherwise, well, same story.
Huh? Shiraishi-san, what are you doing dressed like that? Shiraishi? Who might that be? Yes. I am Volunteer Mask. You are Shiraishi Haruka, right? Everyone calls you the reception lady. Yeah!
I looked away, pretending ignorance. I had noticed, of course, but watching such a bold exposure was extremely awkward.
Did you return to being an adventurer? Congratulations! Yeah! 2 curries, correct? Yeah! Alright, excuse me.
The hall staff left, abandoning the screaming Shiraishi-san. What remained was an exhausted Shiraishi-san and me. What am I supposed to do with this? Silence.
I am Shiraishi Haruka. I'm sorry for lying.
You admitted it.
I always wanted to try being the strong receptionist who secretly trains beginners.
You are saying everything now.
I be water the shatimum. Shiraishi-san. Yes.
Thanks to you, I understand magic much better now. You really helped me.
Goku, look up the flame.
Her expression twitched slightly. One more push might do it. She might be very emotionally transparent. Your lightning magic was really cool. I want to become an adventurer like that too.
Really? Kya, kya, kya. Yes, the only reason I have a future now is because you were there today. I am truly grateful. That is too much.
She is easy. This woman is very easy. I should not think that about someone who helped me, but honestly, it is worrying. She seems like the type who could not stand up to a debt collector. Ah, the curry will get cold. Shall we eat?
Yes.
Since her mood recovered, we could eat in peace. I was starving, so the curry disappeared quickly. Combined with fatigue, I could barely stand afterward. Fortunately, the cafeteria was not crowded. We could sit a bit longer.
Ishiki-kun, you want money, right?
Yes.
If you do not mind, can you tell me why?
My family is poor. There are 6 siblings and no parents. I am the only one who can work.
I see.
I expected pity, but she only nodded a few times. Then she rested her cheek on her hand and thought.
How much do you need?
At least 400,000 yen per month. Ideally 500,000.
That makes sense with 6 kids.
She lowered her eyes, then stared at me.
I have an idea. Will you hear me out?
If it earns money, I will do anything. Please tell me.
When I straightened my posture, she smiled softly.
It will be fine. You can do it.
After returning home, I cooked, washed dishes, prepared the bath, did laundry, cleaned lightly, and gathered tomorrow's trash. Once the chores were done, I joined my siblings around the low table. At night, we study together. Thanks to Nina and Mitsuru, who are in middle school, the elementary schoolers, Hoshina and Hoshika, work diligently on their drills. The kindergartner Mutsuki has nothing yet, so she reads picture books or draws. When she wants to play, I keep her company. At 8:30 p.m., I put Mutsuki to bed. At 9 p.m., Hoshina and Hoshika sleep. At 10 p.m., Mitsuru sleeps. Only after that can I finally relax.
Good work. Itsuki ni?
Good work to you too, Nina. Thanks again.
No problem. It is only natural.
You helped me a lot.
Hearing that makes it worthwhile.
She stretched comfortably. Her short haircut suited her well, but someday I want her to enjoy girly clothes and long hair too.
How is the dungeon going?
Not bad.
She glanced at the bandage on your right arm and frowned.
Do not push yourself.
Heh.
Why are you laughing?
I just thought you were kind. It is fine. Kind people help me too.
Really?
Yes. The person everyone calls the reception lady taught me magic.
Oh, a lady?
The temperature around Nina seemed to drop. She looked at me suspiciously.
Itsuki ni, maybe you should defeat the lady instead of monsters.
You do not defeat ladies. That is not what I meant. Whatever. So, what is magic like?
In short, reproducing phenomena, like controlling fire or lightning in your hand.
That is magic.
It is magic.
She widened her eyes in fascination.
What kind of magic do you use?
That is the hard part. Got any ideas?
Even if you ask me. She placed her finger on her cheek and looked upward, thinking.
You probably fight head-on, right?
It ends faster.
Okay, then.
If I close distance, power can be lower. The advantage is attacking differently from physical combat.
Since you are close, magic with self-explosion risk is bad. You know that, right? In that case, maybe wind? Sudden wind dries your eyes and hurts.
A dry eye spell sounds annoyingly practical.
Is Nina-chan a genius?
Simple, one-handed, no self-damage magic. I will try tomorrow. I stood up to sleep and looked at Nina, who continued studying.
Nina is smart. Mitsuru is athletic. Hoshina can draw. Hoshika sings well. Mutsuki makes lots of friends. I am proud of all of you.
That is why I can work as hard as needed for them.
You really are a brother complex and sister complex.
Of course.
Since you are solo, Ishiki-kun, I think you can make money by gathering plants.
What Shiraishi-san proposed was a way to earn in the forest of mutual offering. It is not only monster bodies inside the dungeon that are research targets. Plants that cannot be cultivated on Earth can also be sold. However, there are two major drawbacks. First, plants in easily accessible areas have long since been harvested. Second, there is no need to form a party just to gather them. Because of these 2 points, plant-based exchange items are chronically scarce. Even so, there is a limit to how much purchase prices can be raised. As a result, among adventurers, they are treated as lucky if you find some on the way back. It makes sense. If I were in a party, I would prioritize combat too. Apparently, once you can get through the forest, you can make a living purely as an adventurer. That is why plant gathering might be a hot niche opportunity. If Shiraishi-san says so, it must be true. I trust Shiraishi-san. Shiraishi-san does not lie, Bora. I passed through the gate. It felt different from yesterday. It felt like something was wrapping around my whole body. But that something had no mass, and I was not sensing it through my skin. Maybe this is mana. After one night of sleep, this feeling clung to my body. Magic really is like studying or sports. For now, I started walking toward the outside of the labyrinth. The way to find the exit is the same as in a normal cave. Walk toward where the wind is coming from. As I walked, I experimented with magic. First was physical enhancement. Up to mid-level, adventurers do not consciously use it. But if you keep diving into dungeons, you will eventually need it. Better to cultivate it steadily from now. Absorb mana from the air and circulate it inside the body. That supposedly draws out strength beyond what humans normally possess. As with all magic, the more mana you can use, the stronger the enhancement. Control the mana slowly from the tips of my toes to the top of my head. Make the motion smooth. Doing this while walking and while avoiding ambush from mobmen is tough. Using magic stimulates something like a sixth sense. In short, it is exhausting, like listening to a brand new lesson in school, like overusing muscles you have never used before.
What is this? Way harder than I expected.
The absurdly plain act of maintaining physical enhancement while walking. No adrenaline like in battle. It just drains your mind. 1 second feels long. I exited the labyrinth. Under the brilliant sunlight of the forest entrance, I collapsed to a seated position. Sweat seeped lightly over my body. I have not earned a single yen yet. Sigh. The road is long. And of course, the dungeon is not kind enough to let me rest here. Gya, gya, gya. Angry monkey. True to its name, it bears intense hostility toward humans. Especially if it judges you weaker, it will chase you to the ends of the earth.
Come on, demon. Clap to the sound of my hands. Light ball. Molecular interference. Condense. Activate. Yadoribi. Come on. If you catch up, I will fight you.
I stood and lightly jumped in place. The essential condition for stabilizing income through gathering, you must be able to escape these monkeys that inhabit the forest. Pure white fur, bright red face, long developed limbs, our eyes met. I clapped to provoke it, grinned and turned my back. Full dash with magic poured into my legs, a desperate escape. Jah! They are way too fast. In no time it was right behind me. Judging I could not escape further, I spun around. Yeah. I stabilized my stance and circulated enhancement through my whole body.
Gya.
Regaining vision, the monkey grinned. Drool dripped from its large omnivorous mouth. The flow of mana changed. Monsters use magic too. Creatures born and raised in the dungeon likely have it as an innate function. Even if both are called physical enhancement, its mastery far surpasses mine. Learn. From the enemy in front of you. The monkey stepped in. Predicting a linear move, I pulled back my left foot. Impact in my chest. I endured and countered with a left straight. Thup. Huh? Yeah! The monkey shouted and sent me flying with a blow to the face. This time, I could not brace. I was blown backward. My head spun. That was a direct hit.
This is bad.
Gya, 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 gya.
As if answering the echo, more screams approached from afar.
No time to harvest. Damn it.
If you take the right ear of an angry monkey, you receive 700 yen as subjugation reward. But the next one is already here. Once again, I focused on physical enhancement. Imitate. That soft magic I felt earlier. For 4 days after that, I repeated escape and combat relentlessly. For mid-level and above adventurers, the Forest of Mutual Offering is merely a passage. For the 3-person party monthly walking the packed trail, this area is just a return route. A sturdy young man in heavy armor spoke energetically.
This expedition paid well. Nufu, becoming heroes is only a matter of time, Nuku.
Kakaka. Enough talk, drinks first. 1 week outside. Let's celebrate big.
Behind him followed a thin, gloomy man with glasses and a giant nearly 190 centimeters tall. They are upper mid-level adventurers. They explore the latter half of the 4th area and are nearly veterans. The 3 suddenly stopped in the middle of the forest.
What is this presence? Angry monkeys, daring to challenge us.
The 2 in the rear instantly took battle stance.
Wait, it is not just monsters.
He sensed 4 life signs. The one at the front moved strangely. Strictly speaking, they were not heading toward them. They just happened to be approaching.
It is a human, running from angry monkeys.
At that, the 3 dashed toward the presence. They intercepted and appeared in front of the fleeing adventurer. He was young, a boy. Sweat poured from his forehead, face red, breathing heavy.
You did well to make it this far. Molecular interference. Activate. 3-point condensation. Yadoribi.
Mana in the air obeyed him at once.
Sorry to trouble you. No, forgive us for interfering.
After bowing once more, the boy tore off the monster's right ears and disappeared into the trees. Watching his back fade, the 3 of monthly resumed walking.
Honestly, this is why I cannot quit dungeons.
For now, when we return, we should ask about that boy.